Welcome to day 12 of Advent, where as you can see, I'm in the kitchen. It is my turn to cook today, and I am very excited because I'm using this cookery book that I got when I was in Burgundy. It was made by the French Michelin-starred chef Sebastien Chambru, who moved to Burgundy and then became friends with all of the winemakers there and decided to make a cookery book going around to each of his favorite vineyards and asking them what they like to eat paired with their wines. Those of you who watched my tour of Burgundy, going up in the hot air balloon, meeting the winemakers, having a tour of the Chateau over on my other channel, Stephanie's Grand Tour of Europe, will recognize Pierre de Benoit. He is a fascinating man, and to pair with his complex wines, he's chosen something extremely simple and refined. Has to be said, his wines are very refined too. But today, I've chosen a different recipe created by Stephane Aladame, whom we also got to meet. In fact, he was one of the men that awarded me with the Dame of Montagny sash, and he's a lovely, lovely man. So this is him. And what I love about this book is that it shows you exactly where the recipe and the wines come from. It also shows you the home of the winemaker. So this is Stephane's version of this scallop risotto, which I am going to be making tonight. But what's really exciting is that I've brought back his wine, so we'll be tasting exactly the right wines with this. I have to start off by cutting up red onions. That is not going to be tremendously exciting. So whilst I'm doing that, let me take you back to Burgundy, where you can meet Stephane himself and see his beautiful vineyard.
Welcome to Montagny.
Thank you very much.
Montagny is in Côte Chalonnaise. My English is not very good.
Your English is great.
South of Côte Chalonnaise.
Okay.
Côte Chalonnaise, we have Bouzeron, Reuilly, Mercurey, Givry, and Montagny.
Okay.
Montagny, only white wine, no red, only white. Excellent wine.
Excellent, of course, excellent wine. I cannot wait to try it. Cheers, thank you. It's wonderful, isn't it?
Very good to drink with fish, with a cheese, with poulet de Bresse.
Oh yeah.
Poulet de Bresse à la crème, au Morille, au Montagny. Le vin amène la nourriture appelle le vin, ça va très bien ensemble et avec l'amitié, avec des gens sympas, c'est parfait.
Voilà, c'est la France.
Voilà, c'est ça. C'est la Bourgogne, c'est la France, c'est ce qu'on aime et c'est ce qu'on aime partager. Et c'est ça aussi dans le vin. On boit pas du vin tout seul chez soi, on aime le partager avec des gens sympas, avec de la bonne nourriture et
This is a classic outfit, wine tasting.
Wine fashion victim.
The reason that I was invited here in the first place is that my best friend Michael Potts was invited here as one of the 3 official photographers chosen for the celebration of the wine harvest, La Paulée, in Chalon-sur-Saône. And Stephane is one of the men who chose Michael's photos.
It's a pleasure to have a very talented photographe. C'est un peu franglais.
So we should say thanks, Michael, because without your photography, none of us would be here.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. I had gone to Provence with Ruth to help her research her book, and we spent a lot of time in a vineyard there and discovering all about winemaking, but for rosé. And then to have that bring into a second life and coming here and getting an opportunity to discover Burgundy is fantastic.
Yeah, so all because of the photos that you took of the vines there, you were chosen to come here. It's incredible.
The winemakers here create such beautiful wines. They're so well crafted, so much passion and so much care that's gone into them. And that comes across in every glass. And the joy that comes with the making, but also coming with the drinking. It's beautiful. Merci.
There's something very unusual about Stephane, because in the other places that we visited, obviously at the Chateau de Chambru and with Pierre de Benoit, these people are winemakers from a long tradition of winemaking. I mean, literally 1,000 years in the case of Chambru. But Stephane is not from a family of winemakers, so it just shows that people can launch themselves into new adventures. But more incredibly, he bought his first parcel of land and became a winemaker at the age of 18.
Je suis parti au lycée viticole de Beaune et puis pendant que j'étais au lycée viticole de Beaune, un vigneron de Montagny prenait sa retraite et du coup j'ai repris son exploitation, j'ai repris ses vignes en location. Alors ça tombait un petit peu tôt pour moi, j'étais toujours en études, donc j'ai arrêté les études. Voilà, j'étais en première année de BTS, j'ai pas fait la deuxième année, j'ai arrêté et je suis parti dans le vin, dans la vigne, voilà. Et puis ça fait 30 ans maintenant.
Voilà, apprendre dans la vigne même.
J'ai appris plus sur le terrain que voilà. Et puis, j'étais bien mieux dans mes vignes que sur les bancs de l'école.
Et maintenant, now you've got 8 hectares and all premier cru.
Alors, pratiquement, oui, tout en et beaucoup de premiers crus.
This is really exciting because he's just given me a book and it's called 20 Lunches Based Around Wine. And you're in here. There's Stephane cooking a risotto with scallops. I love scallops. And then in every case, they filmed the winemaker making the dish, took a photo of it, and then the Michelin-starred chef wrote out the recipe and made his own version of it. I'm so happy. Merci beaucoup pour ce livre. J'adore. Je vais essayer les recettes à la maison. Certainement le vôtre.
C'est facile, les Saint-Jacques, c'est facile.
Et il faudra l'avoir avec ce vin, bien sûr.
Oui, voilà.
Long live Montagny, long live life. We had the best time in Burgundy and I am so excited to be using this wine tonight, both for drinking and for cooking. This bottle is for the cooking and for the chef. And I have a couple of bottles in the fridge for everyone at the table. I've cut up the onions, half of them are chopped and half of them are sliced. I'm doubling all the quantities because this is for 4 people and there's 7 of us. And apparently we have to start off by reducing 400 mils of wine and then adding it to butter. Okay, I'll leave that bubbling away, though I have to say it seems like a tremendous waste. Next, I have to put all of the sliced onions into a pan with 200 more millilitres of the wine. And I need to bring that to the boil too. There's a lot of wine burning off here at the moment. And now I have to soften the remaining onion in some butter. I always thought of risotto as a one-pot dish, not when a Michelin-starred chef reimagines the recipe, apparently. 3 dishes and so far only 3 ingredients: onions, butter and wine. Speaking of which, I haven't actually tried it yet. I have a glass here. Cheers. Oh, that is wonderful. That brings back such happy memories of Burgundy. With its delicious food, stunning scenery, and of course, delicious wines, especially the whites. They blew my mind. And it feels so special to be using exactly the same wine that is in the book, just that mine happens to be from 8 years later. These have finished coming to the boil and now I've been able to just set them aside. And I'm supposed to let this boil until it becomes syrupy and smooth. The onions are coming on well. I think I can add the rice to that now. It's supposed to be 400 grams, but I might as well put the 500. I'm sure Philip's going to eat it all. Then I'm going to add more wine. You guessed it. Last of the bottles going in. Oh, and I hear another one being opened just behind us. Emery and Natty have come in, and so we'll be trying the wine as well.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. You know, I'm not really a fan of white wine, but that's actually very nice.
Yeah.
It's light.
I know it's not your usual drink.
It's light.
I love it. The 2 beers standing behind you as well.
I really love it. It's very, very soft, which is what I like in my wines. Very soft, like my man, I think. Very soft.
That's soaked all of the wine up. So now I'm going in with vegetable stock. And I'll just cook the risotto as usual, adding little bits of vegetable stock until it's all incorporated and it's lovely and smooth and soft. It's turned into a family affair. Natty's holding the camera, Amory's stirring the risotto, and I am incorporating the wine reduction into soft butter.
I thought you were saying you were incorporating the wine into my tummy.
I've already done that. That step is complete. This is probably not how it's supposed to look if you're a Michelin-starred chef.
Delivery service.
You are the hero of the hour. Amory just went out in that level of light to get salad from the garden. Thank you.
I think it's salad.
It is salad.
Yeah.
It is. You've done well. It's amazing. It's actually all rocket and it is delicious. I'm just going to dry that. Make a very quick vinaigrette. I had much better luck incorporating the wine into the butter once I had switched to a whisk and a high-sided bowl. And it's made an acid sort of butter, which is surprisingly delicious. And now I'm supposed to just add that at the last minute. Oh my goodness, look at that melting in there. This is not a diet option. I thought, with scallops, nice and light. No. In case you thought there was too much fat in it before, wait till you see the parmesan going in. And yes, Philip has removed his already. Just set the risotto aside. It will only be for about 4 minutes whilst I cook the scallops. I'm just letting them brown on one side, and then I'll be turning them around. Please help yourselves with the risotto.
Yeah.
Then we've got the lettuce, but on top of the risotto go the scallops. We have some scallops here and more cooking, so help yourself with many if you want. And then over that, you're supposed to just flake some of the wine pickled red onions.
Oh,
And with the wine that the recipe came with.
it's
Like you
amazing.
try?
Yes, it's very good.
I was supposed to score each of the scallops like that. I didn't.
Yeah.
They're just scallops.
I think the precision
It's
of
still
the
going to
risotto
taste amazing,
plate-
so let's not worry about the
Yeah.
scoring.
It's all about the taste.
Was getting it to the table on time was more important. I've tried to make my plate look like the one in the book.
And
It looks great, but I am now about to start piling vast amounts of scallops and risotto. And no, don't worry, I'll eat this up, but then I'm going to really go crazy and not worry about presentation.
it's amazing.
But it can be done. It can look really super elegant.
Wow, the risotto is the tits.
That's the official phrase for the risotto. It's good, isn't it? If I say so myself, that recipe is brilliant.
That is amazing.
It is
That's
amazing.
delicious.
We should
Yeah,
repeat
this
and
is
repeat.
definitely.
Yeah,
I need to thank Stephane for his recipe
Yeah, thank you, Stephane.
and his wine.
I've only just added the scallops in. It's just a whole different thing going on in my mouth. It's amazing. That's delicious, Steph. Hats off. Honestly, hats off.
Cheers, everyone. This has been incredible. Thank you. And to everyone watching, Merry Advent! We're having a lot of fun with our meal and our wine, but before we go, we'd like to take a quick moment just to say, Happy 40th birthday, Dan! Woohoo!
Welcome to the club.
I'm still young.
You are.